Okay, my name is Marianne Goldstein, and I'm from New City. My studio is in both New City and South Fallsburg, New York, and at mariannegoldsteinarts.com. And I took my inspiration from Judith Lieber, who did her beautiful pocketbooks, to do this peacock image on the front. For the front of this mannequin, I did inspiration. I got my inspiration from Tiffany, and I just like to do traditional art of nature, flowers, the sea, and whatever inspiration comes to me. Oh, okay, so I got inspiration from Tiffany. I don't know the work that he did, but it was my rendition of Tiffany on the front. On the back that we just saw was Judith Lieber, and I also have a male in the back that's all birch trees, so we can go see that too. My name is Marianne Goldstein, and I also did this male version of birch trees. I love to paint birch trees and nature, and when I was trying to decide what to do for these mannequins, this is what I came up with, and I just love it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lauren A. Blywas, and I reside in Pomona, New York. That's mostly where I do my work. And I met Dan Regan at my job at a sign shop where he comes for signage, and he knew that me and a friend who works there did art. So he included us in his exhibition, which was very, very kind. And my inspiration for the piece is to kind of bring the inner nature out, and there's always a little bit of nature in all of us, and I just wanted to show that with just the foliage on the body, the spine, the lungs, third eye, of course, which is almost spirituality-esque, and hearts on the sleeves.
I'm Suzanne Hochstein, and I'm a self-promoting, self-floating artist. I don't have any particular studio. I was introduced to Dan Regan through another artist who's exhibiting here today, Ardina Seward, who's out of Yonkers. I'm out of the Bronx. And this is my piece. I almost forgot about the beauty. And it's just a reaction to the darkness and trying to come out of the darkness. And this is all collaged. I did an underpainting, but then she's all covered with pattern paper, and then cut out photographs of flowers. And just an effort to be buoyant again and remember the beauty. That's it. That's her.
Hi, my name is Deb Luna, and I'm an artist in the tri-state area, and this is
Elizabeth Laurie,
who's also an artist, in tri-state area, and we have done shows throughout tri-state area. This is Hippolyta. We were very grateful to have this piece. She's the Amazon Queen. She is the looser of horses, and she's designed to show the difference between femininity and masculinity. So the fibers in a lot of the are metal in the knitted and woven pieces to show strength, and also part of her armor. Her girdle, this is a girdle, was given to her by Ares, the god of war, and he gave it to her as a gift for protection and gave her some special powers. She's an Amazon Queen because she actually rescued other women who were enslaved, and she freed them, and she became the Amazon Queen. She has no eye or mouth here on her head because the rainbow is speaking for her, and that's how she sees her world, through these colors and no kind of judgment. The mask, half mask, just represents 2019 and the world that we're in right now. It's halfway because Liz and I were collaborating with this piece, and Lizzie did a lot of the femininity of the decoupage all around with the flowers. One of the coolest part of this was that we had a feminine hand and a masculine hand, and that was just something that happened as we were creating the piece. We didn't have a hand, and we were given this hand, and it turned out to be a masculine hand, and it was just so apropos of the piece. It just brought everything together nicely. And Liz made this beautiful eye. The eye is also kind of that struggle between femininity and masculinity. We wanted to make it more kind of like a drag queen eye, so that you have that feeling still. And the girdle, we did the what do you call this, garter belt for femininity. And that's it, that's the piece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sí, hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Isabel Vasallo, de Cuba, y aquí vengo a exponerle mi proyecto para este precioso evento. El maniquí, o sea, tiene la impronta de la cubanía, o sea, nuestra bandera cubana, y los símbolos de paz y amor, que es lo que queremos para nuestra Cuba. De muchos es conocido la situación por la que atraviesa el país, y bueno, sencillamente eso, que haya paz para nuestro país. Este tapiz está hecho con la técnica de patchwork artístico, y en Cuba yo pertenezco a la Asociación de Artistas y Artesanos de Cuba, y a partir del grupo nuestro que se llama Mujeres Trabajando, casi todas de la tercera edad, ya jubiladas y no activas laborando, tenemos diferentes proyectos. Este es uno que también de igual manera representa la cubanía, y bueno, el título del tapiz es Canta el gallo, y en el pentagrama, el que conoce de música puede leer que ahí es lo que dice. Es una técnica que es todo con retazos de tela y a partir de puntadas a mano, o sea, no se hace absolutamente nada en máquina. Este es pintado, y los símbolos sí fueron con distintas cosas que fuimos encontrando, y bueno, para darle esa terminación y que tuviera un poco de relieve los símbolos. Bueno, como les decía, soy una cubana y actualmente vivo en Haverstraw. Mi nombre, repito, Isabel Vasallo. Una comunidad muy alegre también y con mucho de arte. La recreación de este maniquí es, como dije, pintado, pero los símbolos de paz y amor, unos están indistintamente con letras, otros son a partir de cuentas también, con trenzado de cordón paracord, otros con trenzado de yute, de telas de yute, con lo que fui encontrando con aldabas, arrobas. Estos son los cierres de los zippers. En fin, cualquier cosa que pudiera dar a la imaginación de lo que se podía poner.
Okay. I'm Donna Castelluccio. My studio is Chevy Schickster Studio up in Pawling, New York. I met Dan through my friend Lana, who did that mannequin, and I came down to get my own mannequin because I do design mannequins in my studio. Usually I use vintage materials, but for this one I was inspired by my vest that I made using recycled materials, and then the rest of it all came together. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun to make.
Hi, my name is Sandra Rivera. I'm an independent artist. I met Danny recently, and he invited me to his art exhibit. I've been painting for years, and I'm a former teacher, and I've been teaching through art. And this has inspired me to get back into my art. I met him through Sam. And these are my two art pieces. This represents the COVID. As you see, she has a mask, and I did her hair with a mop. I created these with mosaic pieces. I sprayed painted her. And this is my other female who represents the future. And she has an exotic face on her with silver-plated eyes and nose and mouth. And as you see the mask, this is a representation of the COVID. the era we're in now. And that's it. Thank you. I created this art piece in honor of my husband, who I recently lost to COVID. He was one of the first people to die of COVID. So he inspired me to get back into my artwork.
My name's Rosemary. I'm at the Art Reborn mannequin, 100 mannequins, and my mannequin is the flight of the butterfly to Mexico, where they journey every year.
Hi, my name is Ginny DeMario. I work at KG Design LLC in Hopatcong, New Jersey. I met Dan through my friend Kelly, who's also exhibiting, and I'm a Star Trek fan, and when I saw my model, I wanted to do 7 of 9 because she's so different. 7 of 9 is a Star Trek character, and that was my inspiration.
Hi, how are you? So my name is Sandy Bandis. I live in Nanuet, New York, and my studio is in my house in Nanuet, and I do a variety of art. I have done a lot of mannequin pieces. I've done a lot of torso work. So I had heard somebody approached me that Dan was doing a mannequin show, and they thought of me. So they handed this girl over to me, and I just kind of painted with no plan ahead, and I did a lot of collage work on her and mixed medium. I also do body art at the Renaissance Fair. I'm a face painter and a henna artist, so I guess that's where I started with the mannequin work.
Hi, I'm Lorena Shaw, and I live in Stony Point, New York. I am the owner of We Get It Made, WGIM. My 9-to-5 job is designing displays and fixtures for companies, Fortune 500 companies. You'll see most of my work at CVS, Walgreens, Ulta. And I also happen to be the secretary of the Art Council of Rockland County. And I ran into Dan with my connections to other artists within the area, and he asked me if I would like to do a mannequin. And with the show being called Reborn, I was thinking about being reborn and change. And this is my mannequin, which is about change. And change is a two-way street. Change can be something wonderful. It can be a metamorphosis of becoming this wonderful new person, the strongest person you can possibly be. But yet change can also be a suppression. It could be a removal of rights. It could be, unfortunately, certain things going on in society right now are taking rights away from women, whether it's here in the United States, Afghanistan. And that is what my mannequin is about.
Hi, my name is Irina Lakshin, and I'm a sculptor and ceramicist. I mostly work with clay, and this bear made from clay and was fired in a kiln. I live and work in Fairview, New Jersey, and I met Danny through other artist, Sherry. She recommended me him, and he said that he's making this amazing project for artists, and I was happy to participate. And this is my mannequin. I call him Mishka, which means bear in Russian language.
Hello, my name is Mark Lawrence. My studio is ML421. I'm one of the featured artists here at Daniel Regan's show. These two mannequins right here on the left and the right of me is just a representative of life and death, of skulls, and actually because I'm a tattoo artist. So I just wanted to give a little artistic tattoo flair to the mannequins. And I don't know, I love roses, I love skulls and everything. And what inspired me is that I've been working with Danny for the past maybe about 5 or 6 years. And I have a lot of other mannequins around the house. And he's always inspired me to do new things and to just like push different limits with different mediums and stuff like that. So Danny has been a big inspiration to me. All right, so Mark Lawrence again. These are 4 featured mannequins that I've had with Danny for a couple of years now. This one right here was my representation of Adam and Eve. As you can see, there's a snake going down with the apple, and we was doing a masquerade type of thing. The second one was my Asian theme, and these were all meant to glow in black light. I really love this one. Here was a really nice black light theme with my this was my roses of the heart. And then my last one, which is just an abstract mannequin that I did, and these were done maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I think. All right, so I'm Mark Lawrence again. These are some other featured mannequin heads that I did a while ago for Danny's first show. And these are all representations of just different moods of the year, just different things, just abstract. I love abstract work. So just playing with visual perception and colors is just something that I like to do. I mean, there was all different type of ideas. Danny always asks me to do things for him. So he just dumps a lot of stuff on me. So it's hard being in my head because every second you got to have a different image to paint. And it's a lot of work. I mean, each head was a different idea. So to talk about each one, I don't remember. There'd be one day I'd wake up and paint 3 different heads, or the next day I'm painting 1 head. So it's just all different emotions and ideas. It was just having fun with mannequin heads. I really like these though. These are like some of my best ones, man. I really like them. But you can see it's all tattoo influence. So, and this is my last mannequin for Danny's show. This was just a representation of the seasons and another abstract theme. Just having fun with colors and just wanting to be free with colors. And I'm Mark Lawrence, and this is my part of the show.
Hi, I'm Melissa Weiland, and this is Erin Cardulo, and we're the Nerdy Duo. This is our mannequin, Digital Harlequin. We met Danny through Charlotte Mukam, the director of the Pelham Arts Center, where we are lucky enough to teach. Our inspiration for Digital Harlequin was the balance that it takes with existing online and offline, and how being online is very good for your career, but it can also really weigh on your soul. So we have, kind of the life of the colorful hair and the light up EL wire with the death of the circuit motifed skull.
Hi, I'm Erin from the Nerdy Duo. This is Mel. We met Danny through Charlotte Mukam of the Pelham Arts Center. Our piece Digital Harlequin is made using several technologies. We used a vinyl cutter to cut stencils for all of the different pieces. We used lithium-ion battery solar panels to power the electric parts of this, and we used LE wire to light up the face. Both the visor and the face are 3D printed using stereolithography or UV resin. Trying to think of any other fun technology. These are actual hair curlers for her curly hair. We scanned the mannequin in 3D to make the negative space for the skull and to plan out where we would put what things. She was an interesting challenge, but fun to do in under a week.
This was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to play.